Hi, I'm Asia, and welcome back to the Strange Days Diaries, and happy Valentine's Day. I'm currently at a Love's truck stop, which I thought was kind of fitting for a Valentine's Day themed video, you know? Let me show you the vibes. Literally at a Love's truck stop. Like, I don't know if it could get more perfect than this, you know? If this is the first time you're seeing my face, like I said, my name is Asia and I live and travel full-time out of my 1990 Chevy Aster van named Spec. We have a really kick-ass time over here. I mostly make travel vlogs. I love recording my solo female van life here on the channel. But today I wanted to have a little chat with you. One question I get more than most, like I'd say out of my top 5 questions, people ask about me getting lonely on the road and dating on the road. So I figured in, light of Valentine's Day, we are at a Love's truck stop. I'm out here all by my lonesome. Let's just talk about it. And to add a little bit more flair to this video, I got a bunch of Valentine's Day candy that I'm gonna try as well. All right, first thing I pulled out is Pez. I picked this up at the store because this is so nostalgic for me. Do you guys remember having Pez as a kid? I'm sure you do. I also picked this up specifically because I need to ask you guys a very important question, okay? Do you remember the really cool old Pez dispensers with like Gumby and like old like classic characters on it, and you used to like collect them? I used to collect them as a kid. I am curious, is this what they all look like now? Because this is so lame. Like, where's the cool characters, you know? Whatever. I'm gonna break into it anyways and see if it tastes the same as what I remember as well. I cannot tell you the last time I had Pez candy. Oh yeah, all right, I remember now. Wait, does it stay open? Hold on. How do you do this? Come on, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I got it. Holy cow. All right, cheers. Look how cute. Wow. Like all my elementary school like memories just came flooding back. Holy cow. If you know me personally, then you know how sensitive I am to sugar. I cannot eat a lot of sugar. So I'm a little worried about this video and getting sick because I think I bought a lot of candy, but I should be okay. So dating while on the road is the weirdest thing ever. And for me personally, my story is gonna look a lot different, I think, than a lot of people on the road, because since I've lived in the van, since I moved into the van, I've had an in-person job in San Francisco. This is the first year since moving into the van that I've had the most freedom. When I first got the van, it was still the pandemic and I was traveling nonstop. I had a remote job at the time, so I just was traveling. It was super fun. Then pandemic kind of slowed down. I ended up needing to get some in-person jobs in SF, and it's kind of been like that ever since. But now that YouTube is picking up, it's quickly becoming my job, and ultimately I want it to be my #1 and only form of income. So with all of that being said, my dating life has been so weird because I'm in the Bay a lot. So a lot of my like boyfriends, people I've dated since living in the van, have been in the Bay Area. So they've been set in place and I've been freewheeling it, traveling, coming back. Ooh, okay, I got Haribo berry hearts. I do not think I'm gonna like this. Pretty sure I bought this for the packaging because I thought it was cute. It is cute. I cannot lie. Look at that. It's like pink on one side, white in the middle, and then red. Let's see. That is so good. Oh my God. I'm definitely gonna get sick. I am also definitely gonna get a sugar rush from all these, but that's okay. So one huge story that immediately comes to mind when it comes to dating while living in my van is I was dating a guy in Oakland. This was last year, actually, and he was really, really great. We're still friends to this day, but it ended up not working out and we broke up. And whenever we would see each other, it was pretty much always at his house. And one little quick little side note is that one like downside to living in an Astro van is that there's no room to have anyone in here ever. So if I'm ever dating someone, I have to either go hang out with them in their rig if I'm dating someone who's also nomadic, or go to their house. So I'm always the one going there, and I don't necessarily love that. I would love it if people could come over and hang out with me, just like when I was renting, people could come over to my house, but that's not really the case in the Astro because it's so tiny in here. So I was always going to his place, and he lives in Oakland, like I said, and Oakland, California is like notoriously rough. It's not that bad. It's not like the world's worst place ever, but it is a little bit rough. And it always made me nervous when I would go to his place and spend the night because my van is outside unattended, you know? I dated him for almost 5 months, so not like the longest, but not the shortest amount of time. I would just travel, and anytime I was in the Bay working, I would try and make time to see him. That's like how it worked. And that meant me going to his house. Now the like saddest thing happened is actually the day we broke up. It was like at night, we literally were breaking up. And I was at his house as usual, and the van was outside. I ended up spending the night because it was super late when we were like breaking up essentially, and I spent the night. And then that morning I walked out to my van, and that's when I noticed that somebody had messed with the locks to the point where they completely broke the locks. And my assumption is that they were trying to steal the van. I made a whole video about this. It was so shocking and horrible. And the timing was wild because I was heartbroken about the breakup, and then someone did that to the van. Someone just pulled up. Hold on. Oh no, they're good. They're just checking the trash. Thought I was about to get kicked out. I've been here all night, so it would be valid if they tried to kick me out, you know. I'd probably be like, what is this girl doing, like talking about boys and like eating candy in the back of her van, and she's been here all night. Anyways, so that was a rough one, to say the least. That was really, really, really hard. Why don't I try another piece of candy? What else do I have? Oh yeah, I got this. It's not like as fun. I have some good ones in here. I got these. I know I'll like these. They're just Welch's fruit snacks, but I'm pretty sure they're heart-shaped, which we love. So let me crack into these. Oh, this is cute. You can really not tell. Can you tell that's a heart? I don't know. Yep. Oh, here. Yeah, they're good. They're really good. Another story from life on the road as a single gal dating is I was dating a guy in Pacifica, which is just south of San Francisco, and he was in a band, and I remember he bought us tickets to go to a concert together in Napa. So he didn't have a car at the time, but I obviously had the van, so I'm like, all right, let's go out in the van, you know. We ended up having to get a hotel that night because, again, you guys have unless you've actually seen my van in person, or unless you're very familiar with Astro vans, this van is tiny. It barely even fits me. So there's no way I could have like 2 people in here. There just is no way. Like I'm trying to get a dog, hopefully this year, fingers crossed. And even that, I'm a little worried that there won't be a lot of room for the dog. That's why I need a small dog. But tangent aside, we went out to Napa, spent the night, and in the morning we wake up in the hotel, and there is torrential rain outside. It is raining violently. It's so bad. It's flooding. It's horrible. I'm looking at the weather again. We're in Napa, and we needed to come back to the Bay Area to Pacifica because he had band practice that night. And he was like super adamant, we have to get back, we have to get back. And I'm looking at the weather like, I don't know if it's safe to drive in this. And this is my home. Like, I don't feel the most comfortable driving back in my home. But he was adamant. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. And so I'm like, all right, buddy. So we start driving back, which in hindsight, I really should have put my foot down and been like, no, we're not going. I can't do this. But I did it anyways. And I ended up driving in the worst weather I've ever driven in. I hydroplaned, like I was literally hydroplaning every 5-10 minutes. There was flooding water. There were multiple times big trucks would pass me or pass by me, and walls of water would go like over my windshield. I was blinded. I couldn't see. The wind was really, really bad. I was driving super slow with my hazards on. It was so horrible. Everywhere was flooding. I can't remember. I think it only takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours max to get from Napa to Pacifica, and it took us 4.5, almost 5 hours to get back because that's how slow I was driving and that's how bad the weather was. I was really proud of myself that I didn't wreck, but it was so scary nonetheless. And the kicker is, once we got back to Pacifica, we were on time for his band practice. Can you tell we broke up? Anyways, we were on time for his band practice, and like 30 minutes till they were supposed to meet up at the studio, his bandmate calls him and says, hey dude, the studio's flooding, like we gotta cancel for tonight. So I just risked our lives and my home for you to get back to your band practice, even though I begged you and told you no, like we shouldn't drive in this kind of weather. Again, granted, I totally could have put my foot down, and now having had experienced that, I would put my foot down and be like, sorry dude, I'm not driving in this kind of weather. But at the time, I was doing it for love, man, you know? I think it's time to choose another candy from my bag. This one I'm really excited about. I got Nerds Rope. Shockingly, I've never had this, and a lot of my friends love Nerds Rope, so I thought, why not try now? Comment below if you've had Nerds Rope and if you like it. I love nerds, so I think that I'll like this, but check it out. And it's the Valentine's theme. I love pink and red. Oh my God, that's good. I'll be honest, I can already kind of feel the headache coming on from the sugar. Let me think of other stories. I can't really think of any more stories. I mean, I know I have them. Like, why am I blanking? It's the candy. I bet it's the candy. Generally speaking, Valentine's Day has always been kind of bittersweet for me because I am a solo girl out here, like traveling. It can be hard dating while on the road. I meet people at van gatherings. Sometimes I click with them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes we caravan, sometimes we don't. But I haven't ever like properly dated someone who's also nomadic, and that's been a goal of mine. I would love to do that and just caravan together, but I'm also like super cool being single. I don't think I prefer it, but I don't mind it at all. And I really enjoy my own company. I genuinely do not get lonely. I'm pretty cool by myself. I'm also super social and keep up with my friends, whether it's like remotely, like FaceTiming or calling each other, or actually meeting up with like my nomadic friends and camping together. So when it comes to dating, I don't feel like I need a boyfriend, which is a great feeling. And I will say, like, years and years ago, that wasn't the case. I felt like I needed a boyfriend. But I'm really proud of myself that I've grown to this point where I'm super confident being by myself, and I think that that'll provide like the perfect dude to ultimately connect with and date, because I don't need somebody, if that makes sense. Okay, while I'm thinking of other stories, I'm gonna dip into my bag. I still have more. Yes, sir, I still have more. All right, I'm gonna grab this. This has like been taking up my bag for a while. It's the biggest item in my bag. And if you can already tell, I've already dipped into it a couple days ago when I bought these. I don't know why I love these so much. They're just like frosted sugar cookies. Something about them. And who doesn't love a Valentine's themed one, you know, with pink frosting and little heart-shaped like sprinkles? Come on. Another big problem that I've run into with dating while living in a van is that often if I'm meeting up with people or going out, I'm so concerned about my van, where my van is parked. Is it safe? Can I leave it there for an extended amount of time? You know, there's so many pros and cons to van life. Like when I go out partying in the Bay Area, the van is my #1 priority. I just want to make sure she's safe and we're good to go. The best is when I can go out to a party and I park the van right outside of the house or the apartment or in the garage of the apartment or whatever, and I just like party with everyone, and then when I'm done and ready to go, I just go downstairs to my van and pass out in the van. Like, it's the best. It truly is the best. But with that being said, there's been a lot of times where I'm dating someone and they don't live in San Francisco, but they live in the Bay Area. So I'll park the van somewhere that I consider safe most of the time. I have a few friends in SF where I park the van in front of their house, which is great because they keep an eye on it. So I'll park the van there, but then it takes me so much time, like hours of commuting to get to this guy's house or whoever that I'm seeing at the time. on BART or the bus or whatever, because I'm not comfortable driving the van out to Oakland or the East Bay or somewhere that I'm unfamiliar with, because I don't know the area. I don't know like what's gonna happen tonight. Am I spending the night? If so, is the van safe outside? Like, again, the van is my baby, so it's like my number one priority at all times. Just like when I get a dog, this will complicate things too, because it'll be the van and the dog. Where's the van and the dog gonna be? Can the dog come with me? And then where's the van gonna be? All of my stuff and the dog stuff is in the van because that's our home. Like, it gets complicated. So that's kind of why I say I think dating someone who's also nomadic, who totally actually 100% gets it, and where we can just go out boondock together, would be ideal, honestly. Okay, I have one more cute little thing in here. I got some Sweethearts cutie pie. Oh my God, okay. If the Pez brought back memories, these are 100% gonna bring back memories too. Like, this is my childhood. Look how cute. Little cutie pie. Let's see if they taste the same that I remember. Ugh. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh my God. I used to like these. No, no thank you. That sucks, that was my last one. I don't want to end on a bad note, so I'm gonna have another fruit snack. One more tidbit I just thought of regarding dating is that I really think if I ever date someone who's also nomadic, I'll always want us to have our own vehicles, not only because spec is small as hell and there's no way we could both fit in here, let alone both of our stuff be in here, but more so I love the idea, and this is what I do with my friends when I travel with them, is like caravanning with 2 vehicles is ideal because you find a cool camp spot, you can leave one vehicle behind like to save the camp spot, take another vehicle into town, re-up on supplies, water, shower, whatever, then come back and your campsite is good because it's saved. There's a million reasons. Also, you would still each have your own space, your own kind of place to go and be alone. Like, I'm not a loner, I'm super social. Ask anyone, they would tell you that. But I also feel like I recharge when I'm completely alone and by myself. So I would definitely want my own space and my own van to like go on a little day trip by myself and just do my own thing for a while, apart from my partner or whoever I'm seeing at the time. Thank you for joining me at a Love's truck stop. Again, like, how fitting. When I ended up spending the night here, I was like, holy cow, perfect setting to film a Valentine's video. Like, are you kidding? Also, look at my table right now. Just all pink and red things. Oh my God, these nerd syrups were so good. So cute, right? This ugly Pez dispenser. I hope you guys didn't mind a little bit more of a chatty video today, just you and me hanging out in the van. I know this is very far from what I typically do, which is mostly just travel vlogs, but it's Valentine's Day. Let's relax, do some self-care, eat some candy, just love yourself, you know? If you're single and by yourself, embrace that. Buy yourself roses, go to the spa, get some nice skincare stuff done. I don't know, whatever you want to do, you do it. Go take yourself out to a nice dinner and movie. Like, have fun with it, you know? I mean, that's what I'm doing, you know? I love you guys. I genuinely think I need to take ibuprofen. Like, I can feel the headache coming. So I hope this was worth it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below anything you have to say regarding love and dating while nomadic, or what your favorite part is, or if you liked any of the candy. But otherwise, I think that's gonna end it and wrap it for now. Thank you guys. Stay safe out there. I love you, and I will see you on the road.